Hey, welcome back to Streamline Builds. Today we're going to move on to cleaning and preparation to get this Supra back on the road. No, I do not have all the parts to get it running today, but there's plenty other things to do. So, Shazam! I've been busy. That's right, we got some glass in there, thank God, and plenty of other things. So let's just check it out and move forward. Okay, so we did need a different style slave cylinder for the transmission. I did get that. I did not get the speed sensor yet. That's why we can't fill the trans up and get that going. But I want to get in here because obviously I have not been comfortable with wanting to even sit in here or do anything with that disgusting garbage. And I mean, the seats aren't the worst, but I mean, it's pretty dirty, pretty gross. I've not been happy to get in this bad boy at all. So a couple things I don't have yet, but I have ordered. I did order a steering wheel. We got a nice Nardi, just simple black, perforated with some red stitching. Should look good, simple, clean. I did get this console insert with the shift boot. That's coming. I'm probably gonna have to just get a whole console so I can get the lid. I don't really want to do that, but can't seem to find just a lid anywhere. I'd love to get a doubled-in radio. Maybe just I can get one out of a Celica or something like that at the junkyard. Something that looks just legit, old school, original. I want to get the closeout panel for this. Those are on eBay. Shouldn't be too hard. I was looking at some sun visors and seems like I can only find some JDM ones, and I don't know, obviously that's not what I want, but we'll see. And let's see, oh, there we go. So picked up some just simple detail cleaner so I can just clean all this up, vacuum the floors, make it reasonable to be inside, you know, not like a death trap. Okay, the hatch. I did pay $1,000 for this, plus traded my other hatch. I don't know if that was the best idea after getting it, just because, you know, yes, it's got the glass and that's nice. It also came with the wiper, which I did not have. They did take the third brake light, which kind of sucks, but all in all, it's in good shape relatively. These holes are not in the original locations and they're bigger than stock, so I'm gonna have to do some work there, either weld them up and go wingless, which probably will not do because I want that iconic wing on here. So I don't know, either run washers or weld these up and just start over on those. Now, my hatch was beat up, okay, but it was totally rust free. I mean, it was rust free, and I was told this one was too. When I got it home, I did see this, which kind of blows. I mean, quite honestly, mainly just because I could lift this edge and tape this off and not have to pull the glass to paint inside and outside of this, which would be great. But now there's no way to fix that rust. You know, I can fix that easily, just cut it out and put a new little patch in there, piece of cake, but not with the glass in here, and that risks breaking the glass. And yeah, obviously that's kind of an issue. So, but that seems to be it. Otherwise, it's in really nice shape. No issues. I got, you know, all the wiring and brackets and everything I need. So, all in all, it's a good deal. We even got these little rubber stoppers. I was gonna order these, so I'm glad I didn't. I wasn't sure if I had them. So all the little plugs and stoppers are good. I need the ones down here. Mine are disabled or missing, looks like, so I'll just have to order those couple and we'll be good there. Also, this has the rear antenna. Yeah, mine didn't have that. Mine didn't even have the wires or anything, so pretty excited about that. A little bonus. Okay. I also ordered, I got the fuel door coming. I've got the mirror for this side coming. And I wanted to order a couple other things, but I want to make sure. I want to put this bracket on and see if I can straighten it up enough to use it, or if I need to just order a new one. They're like $100, so it's not a huge deal, but I want to save money where I can on this thing since it's out of control. And I'm picking up a pair of headlights tonight that look like they're in really good condition, because I was missing the driver's side. So, all right, let's get into this. I figured out how most of this goes together. Got our crash bar on. Does anybody know how this hood release cable thing is supposed to go, or where it's supposed to be? It's obviously broken, of course, like everything else around here. Looks like our headlight wires, I don't know which is which. There's a couple broken ones right here coming out of this harness with those other two. And then there's two cut wires coming out of this upper harness with those wires. If anybody knows what those are for. I'm gonna move on to throwing this fender on so we can try and get this brace set up. All right, we're somewhat assembled, as good as I can get it right now. I don't think we can put the bumper cover on until the headlights are in, so work on that tomorrow. These lines, I think, are pretty good. I can't close the hood all the way because that hood release cable is broken, so I'm afraid to close it, but I think that's pretty darn good. That's real close. And if you noticed, before I couldn't open this door, and I think the whole fender was kind of pushed in from whatever. I think it got hit with the door at one time and they just kept bending it in. So I got my arm behind it with it bolted in and was able to pull it out. So at least it opens now and without catching. And the lines are fair, not great, but they're fair. This whole side skirt thing I picked up. These still-in side skirts, I don't know if they're worth messing with, being rubber. It's kind of, I don't know what you're supposed to mount all this with, and the gap under the door is so tight that this barely fits. So I think you'd be really rubbing the paint off using it. But I need something for this hole to cover it. So I don't know. Those were the only ones I saw around that were local that I could pick up. There's actually two sets of the same brand, so either people trying to get rid of them because they suck or they're popular. Anyways, we need to go on to cleaning up these wheels. They aren't as dirty as I thought they were in my mind, but this one has a hole in it, so I picked up a little patch kit. I'm gonna try my hand at that. And I also picked up some wheel cleaner, so we'll just hit two birds with one stone, spray it down, try and air it up, find our hole, and see what happens. These wheels aren't in perfect condition, but they are semi-valuable. I'd like to keep them in fairly reasonable shape, so try not to damage them too much with this wheel cleaner. And hopefully I can just get this to air up. The tire shop wouldn't fix it because the tread's low, and I'd like to get some different tires anyways. So here's an after look of all the interior, how we cleaned up. Of course, the driver's seat has been attacked, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it's worth trying to fix this or what. I was originally just going to get some replacement seat covers. However, I love the red inserts on the back. It doesn't look so plain like the original, and therefore if I just bought replacement front seat covers that would just be all black, kind of lose that flow. And if you notice, I took all the red bezels out of the dash, so I'm going to paint all that black. We got our new insert with the shift boot, and that looks so nice, fresh and so clean. I just want to paint all those the same, like satin matte black to match. And then we'll get our filler panel there. We've got our new steering wheel, and for the most part, I mean, looks about usable, you know. Oh, would you look at that? Just look at it. And just a quick walk around and look at where we're at right now. And have most of the parts on order that are well needed for this project. But pretty happy with how everything's fitting up and coming together. We're just throwing it together real quick. Can't wait to hook up the battery and crank this thing over for the first time and see exactly what we're really dealing with here. Alright, well that looks about like the end of the road for this video. I really wanted to get this thing running and driving was my main focus and goal, but kind of just had to take a U-turn and deal with things that we could deal with. So really happy that I got these set headlights and everything kind of fit up pretty good. The bumper I hate without any side skirts on it, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, see if I'm going to keep this bumper or not. I just want to fit everything up, see how it looks, see if I can get this hood aligned right, see if the headlights would fit in properly. So far I'm pretty happy with how easily everything's going together for how mangled and messed up things have been. Pretty happy with how the interior's cleaned up and turned out. Was not looking forward to that for sure. Let me know what you guys think on those seats. I'm not sure what to do. Fortunately, that driver's seat just looks pretty rough. But we'll see you next time, where we'll definitely be getting this thing running if it will run.